Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Warrior Field here in Sycamore, Ohio. We are live here on Heart of Ohio Sports for tonight's N10 battle between the Mohawk Warriors and the Upper Sandusky Rams. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Tommy Hall. We've got the Wizard Greg Kinn on the ones and twos, Austin Rodriguez on the main cam, and Eric Hall down on the sidelines with us today. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors before we get to the broadcast. We're about 3.5 minutes away from opening kick. First, let's thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, REDLINE Lawn Care, Little HUGOS, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser-Tribune, Pioneer Seed by WEINANDY Seed Service, CLOUSE Construction, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, CLOUSE Electric, BASCOM Communications, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tommy, boy, what a beautiful night for football here in Sycamore, Ohio at Warrior Field. They got a packed house here for homecoming night. Happy to be on the broadcast with you here tonight, partner.
Yeah, full house here at Warrior Stadium. The press box is full, spilling over. We're living the sweet life with Zach and Cody out here in the bleachers with all the other humanoids as we get ready for this huge N10 matchup between these backyard rivals, the Upper Sandusky Rams and the Mohawk Warriors, and I couldn't be more excited than to be here on the call with you, partner, on Heart of Ohio Sports, live and paywall free.
This is going to be a dynamite matchup as Mohawk comes into this one 6-1, 4-0 in N10 play. Upper Sandusky 3-4, 2-2 within the N10, but partner, when these two teams get together, as we remember last year, you could throw those records out the window, man. The Rams came away with a nail-biting win in Upper Sandusky last year against these Warriors, and I'm sure these seniors and everybody else on this sideline for the Warriors want nothing more than to get back at those Rams for last year.
Yeah, I think these Mohawk Warriors, they learned a lot since that week one dispatching against the Calvert Senecas, and from then, this offense has really clicked. But man, last week, Mohawk Warriors facing a little bit of the injury bug, still able to put up over 30 points when they were able to dispatch their opponent 1 week ago. But coming into tonight, it's a whole different mindset for Coach Eric Daniels and Ben Bogner, the signal caller for these Mohawk Warriors. As again, they're going to have to look for guys to step up in the receiving core here tonight with the injury bug finding the way on the Warrior sideline.
Yeah, we learned of the injury to Kane Heyman. We don't know the severity of that, but we do know that he will not be suited up here tonight. So the Warriors are going to have some guys step up. Like you said, Tommy, there's got to be some of these receivers that have been waiting for the opportunity to show what they can do. They got to be chomping at the bit here tonight to get on the field and showcase their talents. But we are just moments away from the opening kick. I want to remind you folks, tonight's timeouts are brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Keys to the game presented by UIS Insurance and Investments. All trips to the Red Zone presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Our player spotlight presented by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Game day updates. Tonight's new sponsor, CLOUSE Construction, bringing you all the game day updates whenever we take a look around the area at the scores. That's brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. And stick around for the halftime show, brought to you by our marching band performance sponsor, Forte Music. Halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Instant replays tonight presented by National Machinery, and all first downs brought to you by BASCOM Communications. We're just about set for kickoff here. And boy, Tommy, you couldn't fit very many more people into these stands, just like can't fit very many more sponsors onto this list here.
Well, it's homecoming night for these Warriors here tonight. All of the fancy cars were on display, lugging the homecoming court out there around the track. You got to see a lot of my classic models on display as I lent them out to the Mohawk Warriors here tonight for their homecoming festivities. That 65 Shelby, that was mine, bro.
Yeah, that was yours, huh?
Yep.
The Warriors kick it away, and we are underway. Rams going to watch this one bounce, and they're going to have to field it. Uh-oh, that's going to be an ugly play, and it will be, let's see what the call is.
Yeah,
I think they're going to say.
I think they're going to down that at the 1 yard
down
line.
at the 1? Potentially.
Well,
are they going to call that a touchback?
Well, I don't know, guys, because he never.
Because he touched it before it went into the end zone.
Right, so he was never in the end zone and came out with it.
Yeah.
Right? So.
That's true.
Let's see if we can take another look at that one. Yeah, let's take a look here. See, he never was in the end zone.
There's where he's down.
And then he gets hit.
Then he reaches over and grabs the ball. So
that's a
tricky, but that's a kind of a heads-up play if you're.
Lucky,
didn't mean to be.
call right there for the Rams to get a on the 20 with the touchback.
Well, opening drive, Howman with the handoff to start things for the Rams.
Carry by
a nice first down carry.
Ethan Lewis on the carry.
Tackle.
5'11", 190-pound junior running back. Ethan Lewis hitting the backfield. We got a flag on the play. Once again, folks, we're live out here in the stands. We're in the bleachers today for this homecoming matchup between Mohawk and Upper Sandusky.
So we are the bleacher creatures tonight, guys.
That is absolutely right.
To walk off.
We'll check in with our sideline reporter, Eric Hall, here in just a little bit. See what the weather's like here tonight. Heilman slings it left side, complete to his receiver to the 30-yard line, and they get their penalty yards back.
Heilman pass complete to Martinez.
That one's good to Max Martinez.
Reinhardt with the tackle.
Justin Heilman, senior quarterback, settling in here for the Rams, as on the season, 86 of 145 through the air for a 59% completion percentage. Thrown for 1,024 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions on the year. There's your stats for the senior quarterback. The handoff to Lewis, and he buries his way forward.
That's a nice pickup of about 8 yards.
Reinhardt with another tackle.
That's bully back right there, as he picks him up 5, maybe 6 yards, close to the first down. It's 3rd and 1 coming up. We talk about Ethan Lewis coming into this one, 99 carries on the year for 540 yards, 5 touchdowns, no fumbles on the year. That's the big key stat right there.
You're going to rely on these big bell cow running backs to kind of lead you against this rough and tough N10 conference. We'll go into that in a second here. Howman in the gun.
And a handoff to Lewis off the right side, trying to find the edge. And he has the first down. And he's going to be brought down near the 35, about the 37-yard line, where they'll mark him down. But a first down for the Rams.
Reinhardt and Stager with the tackle.
We'll talk about that tough N10 conference. Let's go into our player spotlight presented by STEINMETZ Sign and Graphic Inc. And, man, it doesn't get any rougher than this N10 conference, as they're just going to hurry up to the ball once again as the chains are set for a fresh set of downs.
Heilman in the pistol set. Handoff to Lewis. This time he's wrapped up in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Lewis,
big number 52, Logan Heminger, in on the stop for the Warriors.
You get that running the gauntlet here in the N10. These Rams coming in tonight, won 2 of their last 3 games with a close loss to Seneca East in there too. But last week, these Rams are feeling themselves offensively after dispatching Bucyrus 56-12.
They were winning 56-0 before they threw up the white flags in that one. Heilman slings it out left side. That's, what a snag there by Max Martinez as he's got it up past the first down marker.
Complete to Martinez.
What a snag by Martinez. He plucked that one out of the air. That was a little bit high. I didn't know if he was going to get to it.
Rams with a first down.
Look at this here on the National Machinery replay. This quick out. Send those receivers out on a blocking formation. Put them out there. Springs them enough to get another fresh set of downs as the Rams now approaching midfield here on this drive.
Heilman fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle. Nice. What a snag by Caleb Francis.
Heilman's pass is complete to Francis.
And that'll be good for 8 yards.
Rams offense getting into a groove right now, guys.
Yeah, this is a drive that started on the 10, Greg, after the penalty off the touchback. Brought it back to the 10-yard line, and the Warriors, or the Rams, facing that 1st and 20, able to make up and then some, converting on 3 first downs here.
Handoff Lewis up the middle. He's got the first. He plows his way forward past the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Carry.
Boy, he is a bull to bring
First
down, Tommy.
for Upper Sandusky.
Yeah, statement drive here on homecoming night against the Warriors, and you expected it to be physical down there, especially with this backyard rivalry. These two teams, no strangers to each other.
We talked with Eric Daniel on Tuesday out at Benchwarmers on the coach's corner, and he said, hey, I'd tell my guys all week, prepare for a one-score game. This is going to be a tough battle between these two teams here tonight. 1st and 10, handoff Lewis off the left side. Little zone read there as he cuts his way forward. Maybe about a yard pickup.
Lewis
Give him
with the
2
carry.
actually on the carry. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Patrizi with the tackle.
Yeah, that little inside zone read there. Nothing too cute, just trying to get the job done. Able to get about 1 on the play. And look at the offset here.
Now they look to the sideline for the play adjustment. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side, 1 back in the backfield. Pistol set here.
I see Lewis potentially coming across the bottom here. No, they send him blocking.
Left side for Martinez, that's complete as he's got it up near the 1st down marker.
Man, this Martinez on the pitch and catch, he gives you that option to the outside to where, again, you don't have to run RPO against that defense. Just go with what you first see on that first read.
He just gives him a big target there, Tommy, at 6'3", 185-pound senior wide receiver. Max Martinez picks up the 1st down for the Rams. They keep the drive alive.
Warriors going to spread out just a little bit here.
Handoff right side, Lewis. Follows his blockers forward. Bullies his way forward for a few more yards up to about the 23.
Yeah, more of a 4-6 look, the hat on the hat. But what that does, Nate, is that tells you that, hey, our front guys aren't able to close those gaps, and they're getting penetration to the 2nd level. You got to be able to close that up and get these backers in the position to make a faster read on that key.
2nd and 4. Heilman, pump fake, now
Look at
looks.
that, just
now he's going to
stuck it
take
on.
off, slings it left side, and oh, what a catch! What a catch by Brody Cox. Well, we get a look at that one again. That was
Yeah.
a little Tony toe tap action over there on the sideline.
That's the reason why the game's called football. You play it with your feet. You need to know where you're at all time. And this is just a big athletic move right there on the sideline.
And what a job by Cox to come back and give his quarterback an option.
Foot.
Yeah.
That replay brought to you by National Machinery.
Heilman fakes the handoff, slings it over the middle, incomplete.
Little too much on that one, Nate, over the top of the receiver. I got to believe that one caught in stride goes for 6.
Caleb Francis, the intended receiver, but you're right, Tommy. That was, boy, if he'd have put that on him, that looked good. Once again, Mohawk sitting atop the N10, coming into this one at 4-0 in league play, 6-1, riding that 6-game winning streak since the last time we were on the broadcast here with the Warriors back in week 1. Hand off to Lewis off the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be brought down right about the 1st down marker. Ben Bogner on the tackle.
Lewis with
They talk about how these Warriors sitting on top of the
with the
N10, but man, here on this 90-yard drive thus far,
Yeah.
1st and goal.
these
for the
Upper
Rams.
Sandusky Rams, they're not shying away from what these top-seeded Warriors bring to the table.
What a methodical drive, over 6 minutes off the clock here. By the Rams.
That's another great point. 5:20 here in the first stanza.
1st and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Hand off to Lewis. He's hitting the backfield.
And why not? But
Falls forward. The big number
Carried
20
by
on the
Lewis.
stop there.
Tackle by
Braxton
Frisch.
Frisch coming through to make the stop. I say big because he plays bigger than his size. I'll tell you that much right now.
well, he's definitely a Frisch's big boy.
That's right. That kid is all heart. 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 3. Heilman looking to the sideline for the play adjustment. Looking for a 2 receiver set here. 2 tight ends. They bring the tight end on the right side. Handoff, Lewis. And he's going to be brought down once again. Braxton Frisch breaks into the backfield to make the tackle back at the 5-yard line.
It's third
And I tell you what,
Yeah, and it's a
a
fresh fry in the backfield. If you're a running back, as he is just coming off the edge once again.
I tell you, Tommy, it's so hard to block those little guys when you're so big. They got a bunch of big guys in the middle of that line. Frisch is just getting right up underneath of them. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. It's 3rd and goal at the 5 with 4:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Boy, you would hate to see this drive come to an end. Let's send it down to our sideline reporter, though. Eric Hall's down there. Eric, what's the weather situation like right now?
Yeah, it's mid-October, and you guys are outside with me today, and of course it's 70 degrees at kickoff. So, yeah, it's beautiful weather out here. I hope you guys enjoy it with me.
That's right. We picked a great night to be out in the crowd.
It's in my contract. Anything less than 70s, and I'm indoors.
Thank you, thank you.
In your contract, I'm still waiting for my umbrella.
Well, if Tony's still listening, hey, maybe he'll get on that for you. Might not have the right logo, but. 3rd and goal. Heilman looking to the left, into the end zone. They set it up for Martinez. Touchdown, Rams. What a throw by Heilman, but an even better route by Martinez as he led the defender in and then broke late on the ball to come up with that touchdown pass. Boy, and that was a heck of a drive by the Rams.
Yeah, what a huge 90-yard drive for pay dirt by the Rams. Just methodical in their attack, a balanced attack. You're talking about the way they switched up between the run and finding guys on the perimeter with some superb passing. Martinez, one of the reasons why the Rams were able to get into the end zone for 6 on that one. And the field goal is going to be good. Or the extra point is good.
That'll make your score 7-0 Upper Sandusky with 4:16 left to play here in the first quarter. Folks, if you're looking for the Calvert game, Calvert versus Woodmore, you can find that over on the X stream. That's right, over on YouTube. Dom, Zach, Jacob, Connor, they're all on the call this week. You can find that game on heartofohiosports.com. Click on the Watch Live tab where you can watch both games live and paywall free.
What?
Right here on heartofohiosports.com. That's right, Tommy. I always tell people, pull one up, take both broadcasts, pull one up on your smart TV, and put the other one on your phone. You got both broadcasts live and paywall free.
Oh, that lends itself so well when there's other football games going on. You got Heart of Ohio Sports, your local, you got your college, you got your national, you got all that. You got playoff baseball. I mean, man, my electric bill is going to be through the roof with all these devices that I got plugged in. Heart of Ohio Sports. On 2 of them now. Extreme, Calvert versus Woodmore, and right here on the Adrenaline stream, you're finding the Upper Sandusky Rams up 7-0 on these Mohawk Warriors. Do us a favor, folks. Like and subscribe. Share this page. Let them know, hey, our Upper Sandusky Rams are in the lead on these Mohawk Warriors, 7-0, and tune in right now to catch up on all the action.
That's right.
Kicking off for the Rams. Vital Cheese.
On the kickoff for the Rams, Kobe Vital Cheese, the freshman kicker. Little squib kick. This one goes out of bounds, and it'll set the Warriors up with excellent field position. They'll start out at their own 35-yard line. Let's check the game day updates. We'll check local scores around the area, brought to you by CLOUSE Construction, as we have a game day update from the Columbian Bellevue game. Columbian leading Bellevue 7-0 in the first quarter. Perkins on top of Norwalk 6-0 in the first quarter as they look to rebound after their first loss of the season. Gibsonburg leads Willard 13-0, and Edison on top of Port Clinton 7-0. Those are the scores we have for you. Brought to you by CLOUSE Construction, one of our proud new sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. They didn't like that ball. They say, hey, that's their ball. Give me my ball.
Well, as we get ready for this opening drive, let's go ahead and turn it over to our player spotlight for the Mohawk Warriors on this drive.
And now they're ready, of course, so we got to take a second.
Ben Bogner in the gun, going to start this drive.
2 receivers set for the Warriors. They fake the handoff. Bogner's going to keep it. breaks a couple of tackles, has it up past the 40 to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Ben Bogner on the quarterback keeper.
And that's who you got to rely on. As these Mohawk Warriors bit by the injury bug, the Warriors continue to play well, but not at full strength as key receivers Kane Heyman and Caleb Bish both missed last week due to injuries. But Ben Bogner, like we talked about, carrying the load, 78 of 123 for 1321 through the air with 20 tutties. What a season he's had.
And just one interception on the year, Tommy.
Why'd you have to say that?
Impressive stats for Bogner on the year. Just one turnover altogether. Handoff. Up the middle, and they get the first down as Caden Bish on the carry.
Seen you with a case of the giggles. You like that little,
I loved
like
it.
a little bug?
I loved it. I thought that was great. That's one of the best graphics we've seen in a while.
It just made me so uncomfortable that I had to include it here on the broadcast.
Warriors come out in a shotgun formation. 3 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to keep it. Bogner off the left side. We got a flag that flies in from the back judge. Most likely a holding. We'll see what the call is, though. Typically, that's what the call is when it comes from that area.
Against the Warriors.
Now we see Ben Bogner in the wintertime on the court, but he's been dribbling some players out here on the field on those last 2 plays, shedding tackles, shedding defenders, making chicken salad out of chicken you know what, but the penalty is going to negate all that as it's 1st and 20 from the 38-yard line.
That'll back them up even further. They're at their own 38. Bogner in the shotgun, 4 receivers. Rolls to his right, looking to throw it. Looking. Throws it down the field, but just throws it away as all his targets were covered there.
Bogner pass intended for
He was looking for Owen Patrizzi. Let's talk about keys to the game, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Tommy, for this one, I thought, for the Warriors tonight, really it was key for them. I wanted them to get out to an early lead and really kind of lean on that offensive line, run the ball tonight. I think that's going to be key for them. So they don't have to throw the ball so much, run the ball, keep that time of possession in their favor. But man, that first drive for the Upper Sandusky Rams kind of negated that right away. They're kind of, nice little hook and lateral play, and that's going to be a fumble.
Yeah.
As that was a catch, a football move, and a backwards pass. Yeah, that's going to be a fumble. It'll turn the ball back over to the Rams. But no, keys to the game, Tommy, I thought it's going to be important for Mohawk. They're going to have to get the ball going on the ground, establish that dominance in the trenches. What do you think is the key for the Upper Sandusky Rams here tonight?
I think they capitalize off of key momentum swings here in this game. They came out with an ugly start to their first drive and were able to capitalize and start building momentum. Now you just got to build on that after capitalizing off a huge turnover. As Hellman now out for this drive.
Shotgun set. Heilman throws it off to the left side, incomplete as pressure being applied by Andon Klaus.
You can't thank UIS Insurance for staying on board with us. A long-time supporter game. And these Mohawk Warriors, they're going to have to come up with something. As we talked about, limited by what they can do offensively. You're playing next man up, so you got to go with what works. And
Heilman on the handoff. Lewis off the left side. Follows his blockers to the 30, to the 20, and inside the 20, down to the 15, right around they'll mark him down actually at the 12-yard line. Impressive run by Ethan Lewis.
Yeah, Ethan Lewis, and the news is he just ran for about 35 yards on that one.
That's the power of Lewis.
You definitely don't need money for that one.
Nope.
Or credit cards.
Man in motion, handoff, Lewis, left side. The line pushes their way forward to about the 10-yard line. 2-yard gain. The Rams trying to take advantage of that turnover by the Warriors.
By the 55 Chevy.
And Tommy, I like the play call. Obviously, I love the hook and ladder. I think that's aggressive, but that early in the game after that long of a drive,
right there, and then you just lose it there. Right when
Heartbreaker.
right when you're starting to get momentum of your own and make your way downfield, you just turn the ball right back over.
Yeah, for once, your tight end actually was a little bit ahead of the ball.
2nd and 8. Heilman slings it into the end zone once again. Martinez! No.
Oh,
nice coverage on the play by Mason Schimpf.
Martinez is incomplete.
And that's a huge play by Schimpf there. It's again, Martinez been challenging this secondary all night thus far throughout the first stanza of action here. And it makes you wonder as a defensive coordinator whether you need to bring another guy over and account for him. It kind of takes away from cover too, but in this situation though, a nice heads-up play. You don't have to call it. You can call off the dogs a little bit. Lewis going to keep it here on the ground.
Lewis with the carry.
And that's going to bring up 4th down here for the Rams. We'll probably see the field goal kicker.
Frisch with the tackle.
And Frisch coming up big in goal line situations once again. Well, not necessarily goal line, as a Upper Sandusky Rams worked themselves pretty quickly into the Benchwarmers red zone there. Now the field goal attempt from the Benchwarmers red zone by Bilo Cheeses. Up! And it's going to sail through for 3 as the Upper Sandusky Rams capitalize off the turnover to go up 10-0 here on homecoming night against the Mohawk Warriors here.
Boy, the freshman Bilo Cheese knocks that one through. That makes him 3 for 4 on the season. He's 18 for 19 on extra points on the year with a long of 47, Tommy. That's a freshman.
That's a freshman?
He had some oof behind that one, you could tell.
Yeah, that's when it came off his foot, I'm like, wow, okay, that had a thud to it.
Well, he's got room to grow here, too.
So Kobe Bilo Cheese on the kick for the Rams. And it has the Warriors sideline silent.
Back for the Warriors.
We'll check in with Eric Hall here in just a moment after this kickoff.
Look at Bilo Cheese just getting right back to work.
Off for the Rams.
He broke that huddle. I thought he was going to say, hey, you like that or what? No rest for the weary as the Upper Sandusky Rams in control the entire 12 minutes of this first quarter. Warriors got off 3 plays from the line of scrimmage.
Boy, look at that boot. Back to the 5-yard line.
A nice return here.
Patrizi on the return. Brings it back to the 30-yard line. Owen Patrizi.
Patrizi with
Man,
the
this
return.
Patrizi, he's got some wheels on him.
He does.
Holy smokes.
Clout
Like, that was a
with
very,
the
like,
tackle.
Yeah, he's
you got
big-
another look at that. Like, jeez. That was a
I mean,
very,
those legs got to be moving quick, Tommy,
He's
because
got that dangerous, explosive kind of speed that if you miss him, he's gone.
that was a welcoming surprise there by Patrizi on the return to set the Warriors up now. I believe they'll start this drive from the 30.
we'll check in with Eric Hall after this play. Said we were going to check in with him after the kickoff, but got a little excited about that one. 2 receivers set. Bogner in the shotgun. Looks to the sideline for the play call. And we have a timeout called by Mohawk.
Timeout.
Well, we'll go ahead and send it down to Eric on the sideline during this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Eric, what's the atmosphere like down there?
Well, as you could expect, they started the game with a lot of energy. They were all excited about homecoming night, but the Upper Sandusky's taking the wind right out of their sails on the sidelines here. I'm not really seeing a lot of energy down here.
And that's got to be on the leaders on the sideline to get these guys into the game. You know, it's got to come from within. It can't come from the coaches in that situation. But, you know, we'll check in with you throughout the night, Eric. It's only 10-0. It's early. We'll definitely keep an eye on that situation as we keep going here. Thanks.
Eric Hall at the sideline report as these Warriors, now they made a key mistake early on, but in this game, Nate, you got to have a short memory. Just go out there and go to work. You lost the ball on a turnover on your last drive. Now it's time to make amends.
1st and 10. Bogner in the shotgun. The handoff. And this time, ball carrier wrapped up in the backfield as Caden Bish, the ball carrier.
There's nothing going to be too fancy. You saw the Mohawk, the Upper Sandusky Rams load about 9 in the box there as Brody Cox came up for the tackle.
I'm pretty much daring these Warriors to throw the ball here, Tommy. As look how many guys loaded up in the box here. Nobody deep. And now they drop one deep safety here. Bogner rolls to his right, looking to pass. Slings it down the field. And
nice
this one, what a nice coverage.
He caught it.
Nope. Caleb Francis on coverage.
I was going to say, what a nice play on the ball. I thought he came up with it, but I was touting the coverage there.
Yeah, right at the end, the ball shot out of his hands. He almost came down with it.
Yeah, so again, tremendous coverage. I was mildly surprised. I thought that he dropped it here, and they called it a reception, but he actually did drop it because of the great coverage.
Right there. Boom.
So I'm bring up a quick 3rd and 11 now.
Wow. 3rd and 11. Bogner back to pass. Rolling. Looking down the middle of the field, and it is
almost.
Woo.
Can I tell you something? What ball placement by Bogner as Heilman had the read on the ball. That was an INT all day. I can't believe Bogner put that only where Heilman couldn't and only where his receiver could, as that's going to bring it into the first quarter of action here from Warrior Field.
It is 10-0 Upper Sandusky. We head to the second quarter. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to Warrior Field here in Sycamore, Ohio. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall, Greg Kinn on the call with you. We've got Austin Rodriguez on the main cam, Eric Hall down on the sidelines. The punt was a good punt, and it gets him all the way down inside the 30-yard line where the Rams will take over. But Tommy, a 3-and-out by the Warriors, and now the Rams take over. Their last two drives, they've driven the distance of the field. The last one came out just a little short on the touchdown.
Hey, that second drive by the Warriors, there's a lot of positives on that one. They went 3-and-out instead of three and a turnover.
That's one way to look at it.
It's a little bit of improvement.
Handoff off the left side, looking for some running room. There's Max Martinez.
Martinez with the carry. Reinhardt with some help from his friends.
He picks up a few, give him about 3 on the carry up to the 30-yard line.
After that option look, I expect to see something on the bubble, Doug.
Ooh. Score updates from around the area brought to you by CLOUSE Construction as we take a look at the Clyde-Sandusky game. Clyde leading Sandusky 7-0 in the first quarter. Columbian now up on Bellevue 14-0 in the second quarter. Couldn't be more happy to see that. They were not.
Lieutenant Martinez.
Oh,
and the
big
Warriors.
Play by the defense. Big Logan Heminger in on the sack.
Number 73.
Had the play
As well as
design right.
Brady Kaufman.
Just took too long to have it come together as the Warriors get that pressure up front. And like I said, Greggy, here, I told you, Martinez coming in here in the flat, but it doesn't have the time as that ground just swells around him, and Howman is brought down by a sea of Warriors.
Heilman slings it down the left sideline for Martinez, and it's incomplete.
One down the sideline on the hash marks and unable to come up with it.
Had it in his hands, guys. Had it in his hands.
Just maybe a little bit too far out in front of him, but I'll tell you what, man, that was
That's scary.
oh, so close.
Taking another look here.
Look at that.
Look at him just
Perfect touch on the ball.
Turns on the Jets when he sees it. Oh.
So close.
A little tied up there. Jockeying for
And a
position.
big time stop here finally for the defense from Mohawk, guys.
That's right.
Brings up a punt for the Rams.
They definitely needed that for sure. This one hits down at the 45. It's going to take a Rams
Comes
roll
back.
Hellman punt is down at the 32
all the way down to the 32-yard line.
Well, you know what that does for you, Nate? When you're the Mohawk Warriors coming out for this drive, it allows you to take a deep breath.
That's right.
Take a deep breath, breathe in. It's 10-0 ball game. That last drive, your defense stood strong. Now you got to get this offense to go to work. You're going to have the ball on the 32. Not too bad a field position to start this drive, Greg, but these Warriors got to make something happen. A 3 on their first drive, the turnover, then a 3 and out. Now we'll see on this third drive what the Mohawk Warriors can do with 10:16 remaining in the first half.
Man in motion. They hand it to Bish.
Nice open hole
Off
there.
the right side, Caleb Bish on the carry. He's got it close to the first down.
And that's what you've seen out of Coach Eric Daniels in the past, kind of putting that back in almost like a stutter step, kind of little start there.
With some good
And they're going to go ahead and move the sticks here.
I was waiting for him to actually move him. I was like,
That's not the Don Hall chain gang down there.
To see again here. Off hip.
Bogner's going to keep it off the right side. Found some blocks and picks up about 5 on the carry.
On that player spotlight, we seen some of the stats by Bogner, both through the air and on the ground. And I got to believe, Nate, in this situation and where you're at in the season, it's not a bad idea to kind of play with a little bit of reckless abandon with your make your QB who can actually run the ball and be a talented ball carrier. Let him be a two-back look.
That's right.
Run a lot of option out of it. You see the handoff there. Right up the A-gap to Bish.
with the carry.
It's the first time we've really seen Caleb Bish running the ball this year. As coming into this one, he was primarily a receiver, 21 catches, 335 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he did not have a carry coming into this game.
Braxton Rimmer come off the edge, off the tackle, the linebacker for the Rams.
3 receivers set for the Warriors. 1 back in the backfield, wing back on the left side of the formation. They move the running back on the right side. Hand off to Bish. Bogner gives him a little push. And Caleb Bish with the push.
Bish with the carry.
It's going to be close to the first, but he's going to be short.
A little weak side inside on that as you saw the linebacker kind of went out into space a little bit there, more into his own coverage. Had to let side of the field a little bit less defended, but man, what a way for these front by the Rams to come down inside and pinch.
Bogner in the shotgun on 4th and 1. Going to keep it. Found the first down.
Stumble ahead. Ball comes out though, I think.
Nope.
Bogner, keeper, and
I think they're going to call forward progress. And Warriors move the chains with a first down. First down's brought to you by BASCOM Communications.
A long, methodic drive by the Rams to open up this game. Now here in the second quarter, Rams looking to do the same as they are past midfield on the 44-yard line.
Rams show blitz off the outside. Ethan Lewis.
Over 100 tackles on the season thus far. Oh, look at that. Bogner
breaks a tackle. Oh, what a bruising run there by Ben Bogner.
Quarterback.
The keeper.
Bouncing defenders off of him.
It's going to set up a 2nd down and 4 for the Warriors. 7:10 left to play here in the first half. 10-0 Upper Sandusky. Bogner in the shotgun. Hand off to Bish off the left side. Got some blockers. Little stutter step gets him to the outside. And he's got it past the 1st down marker up to the 33-yard line.
And that's what these Rams defenders are struggling with here tonight. Initial contact, clean tackling, stuff that you got to address back in week 1, because here past week 7, it's just not going to cut it. Arm tackles aren't going to do it here as you get through towards the back 9 of the season. Tremendous job by the Warriors shedding blocks. Is once again Bogner in the gun.
Bogner looking to pass. Slings it right side, just has to get rid of it there. As he had Ethan Lewis bearing down on him.
That's the smart play there, though.
Yeah.
Check your reads. If it's not there, you got a guy barreling down on you, just get rid of it.
Absolutely. That's what you got out of your senior quarterback, though. Heads up play. Not going to make a mistake in that situation. Just gets rid of it. Live to play another day. We live about another. 3 receivers set. Bogner, handoff, Bish up the middle. As he's got it down near the 30 to the 31-yard line. Couple yards on that one.
Bish with the carry.
Score update from the Calvert Woodmore game, as we got Connor Roush over there giving us some updates. Of course, all local score updates brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. It's 13-7 Calvert now, as Logan DeMoss has a 99-yard touchdown reception and a 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, all in the first quarter. Bogner off the right side has it up to the 30-yard line.
Bogner with the keeper. Vince in on the stop.
Logan DeMoss definitely keeping the Senecas in that one, as the offense just really has stalled out over the last couple weeks. Calvert looking to right that ship and be able to finish some drives with some touchdowns, as that's been their biggest struggle over the last few weeks. As the Warriors continue an impressive drive, now they're on the other side of the 30.
Bogner on 4th and 8. Slings it over the left side. That's incomplete, as he was trying to find his intended receiver, Mason Schimpf. That'll be a turnover on downs by the Warriors, and the Rams will take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, you kind of look at what caused the stall out on that drive, as they were doing great, relying on that RPO, running on some read option plays. In that situation, though, Nate, 4th and 7, forced into that situation after 2 incomplete passes. Yeah, I think creating a little bit better, a little bit more manageable down and distance situation, especially when you're on the other side of the field, might have been a little bit better game management. Now you wasted a huge chunk of time here on that drive. Still chasing a 10-point lead. Mohawk Warriors here on homecoming night against these Upper Sandusky Rams, Nate.
And now the Rams taking over after the second turnover by the Warriors. This one on downs. Heilman fakes the handoff, slings it over the middle. He's got it to his receiver, who spins out of a tackle and is brought down quickly. Caleb Francis, the receiver, good for about 7, maybe 8 yards. Nice little slant right over the middle, Tommy. He hit him in stride.
2nd down.
Yeah, Coach Hall, he's not one-dimensional, but he's very he's not too fancy with it. A lot of old school, a lot of nice, well drawn up plays, things that work well and meticulous for this offense, easy concepts to grasp, things that have worked and proven over time.
Four receivers set. They're bunched near the formation. It's handed off to Martinez off the right side. And the Warriors shut it down after just a 2-yard gain, but that should be good enough to move the chains. We'll see where they mark it.
No way.
That booster swag, the cowbells,
That will move the chains.
I think that was generous. I thought that sweep kind of was disastrous at first, but
support of student athletes. Rams ball, first
Shotgun formation, pistol set. Heilman, handoff, left side. And we're going to get a flag that flies in from the back judge here as Caden Vogel, the ball carrier.
Carry by Lewis.
yeah, the Mohawk Warriors, they brought the house on that play.
Holding against the Rams.
And the Rams offensive line kind of left in a state of confusion. Just grabbing jerseys out there and praying.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes that's all you can do when it all starts rolling downhill on you.
Just grab something.
Nonetheless, that's going to cost them 10. Brings up a 1st and 20. Now what? I mean,
Officials timeout? I'm not sure what's going on. I think they're saying put 3:55 on the game clock.
So I was wondering if it's something to do with the clock here.
It's not very well communicated if they want something from the game clock. Okay.
clock rolling now.
They bring a man in motion. Heilman slings it right side, finds the motion man, and that's complete.
Oh my goodness, though.
Nice little 12-yard pickup to Caleb Francis.
That could have gone for more. Greg, can you bring up the replay of that? Look at the read by Bogner here on this play. You see him, he's going to be on Martinez, you think. He comes over across the top, though, follows the play out here.
That's a heck
and makes
of a read.
heck of a tackle from the backside of the play.
Yes.
Great angle on that one by Bogner.
Saving what could have been a huge, huge play.
Heilman looking to sling it off to the right side, and it's incomplete.
That pass intended.
I seen him make that read and booked it across the field. I was like, no, he's not biting on it.
Nope. Brody Cox, the intended receiver there for the Rams. It's 3rd and 8. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Upper Sandusky leading Mohawk 10-0. Here on Heart of Ohio Sports, Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call with you.
These Upper Sandusky Rams, they're just the bane of the Mohawk Warriors' existence. Always a tough battle.
Tipped up into the air, and it's caught by a lineman.
Oh, yeah.
Big number 58. He's been waiting for that moment his whole life. Cale Vince.
Cale Vince looking for a thick 6. But it's going to be turned down.
And that'll pick up 3 yards, actually, on the play there.
Again, the batted ball.
We believe it was caught by Vince. His opportunity to be a wide receiver.
Again, tip ball lands in the hands of the big hog molly. Tries to go for the thick 6, but gets 3 yards. And it's going to still bring up 4th down for the Rams.
4th and 5. Josh Heilman back deep to punt for the Rams. They get this one away. A deep punt. High. Fielded at the 19-yard line. Oh, nice return. But a hit stick applied by number 5, Brody Cox, at the 30-yard line. That's where the Warriors will take over. 2:05 left to play here in the first half. Let's take a look around the area at some local scores brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. Columbian leading Bellevue now 21-7 in the second quarter. Clyde on top of Sandusky 14-0. Gibsonburg all over Willard 41-0. Perkins over Norwalk 20-0. Let's see, Edison leading Port Clinton 21-0. Woodmore now leading Calvert 14-13. You can find that game over on the X stream. Seneca East leading Buckeye Central 29-0. And Colonel Crawford on top of Cary 7-0 in the second quarter. Now it's tied 7-7. Thanks for that update, Barry Robinson. Over the middle. And that is complete.
Bogner complete to CLOUSE.
Starting lineups, coaches don't even give starting lineups before the game.
Cox in on the stop.
High school coaches do not give starting lineups
First
to
down,
anybody.
Mohawk.
Like Fremont Ross actually was the first team I'd ever seen that had starting lineups this year. Bogner rolls to his left. Slings it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Heilman at the 45. And Josh Heilman off the tip. Came right off the hands of his receiver there, Tommy.
And another turnover. 2 turnovers. One on the ground, one through the air now. And a turnover on downs. And a 3 and out. That's the story of the first 4 drives for these Mohawk Warriors. 1:35 remaining in the half. Upper Sandusky still with a steady lead, 10-0.
I believe that was 24, Andrew Woodland, the intended receiver there. Not sure. But a 1st and 10 for the Rams. They take over at the Warrior 42.
Expect a deep one to Martinez now.
Heilman pressured, slings it right side, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by number 24.
I like that.
Andrew Woodland.
For Heilman, incomplete.
This one is just tooth and nail. I mean, back and forth. That's a slugfest. But these Warriors, and I tell you, I got to feel these Warriors might consider themselves lucky this is just a 10-0 ball game right now.
You're absolutely right, Tommy. As the Rams have pretty much dominated this first half here on homecoming night for the Warriors. 2nd and 10. Pistol formation, 4 receivers with 1 back in the backfield. They bring a man in motion. And we have a timeout on the play. As I believe, Tommy, that might have been one of those instances where, you know, they bring that man in motion, and the coaching staff was looking to see whether that was man or zone. And he said, okay, that's zone. We're gonna call a timeout here because we wanted man. We didn't get man. Now we're going to call different play. That might have been that situation because when that motion man motioned, nobody went with him. They called that timeout right away.
That's exactly what the situation was, Nate. That's a great. That's why you're the best in the biz, pal.
I just pick up on things, you know. You watch this, and I mean that's
what I said. Is 15 years, almost 20 years of covering local athletics, 10, 11 years with you on the air. I think you might be able to pick something up after all that time. So nice call on that one, partner, as that First National Bank of Sycamore timeout taken after the look wasn't given that the Upper Sandusky Rams were looking for.
So 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 42-yard line. Pistol set here. Heilman looking, slings it down the right side, incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by Bogner as they were trying to find Caleb Francis down the field.
It's 3rd down.
I think you're challenging the wrong side of the field.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do that deep shot like that and you're going to have him almost do a cross like that, you don't want Ben Bogner to be the one that follows you over the top.
No,
you want to create that man situation down here where you got 3 wide and try to confuse one of these outside linebackers with a safety. I mean, I take that odds a lot better than one-on-one with the slot.
Heilman looking to pass, looking over the middle, and it's complete.
See?
Boy, Patrizzi almost got to that one, but just wasn't tall enough to get his hands on it. As that one over the middle for Martinez, complete.
And look at this, though. These Rams, they still got 1 timeout in their back pocket, and you got to believe the way that Beidel Cheese, the freshman phenom, is kicking here tonight. You got to think this might be within his wheelhouse.
You're absolutely right, Tommy.
Or within his range.
1st and 10, Heilman looking. And he's looking down the left sideline. He says, forget the field goal. Let's go touchdown here, baby. Woo, what a pass from Heilman to Caleb Francis.
Got a flag on the play.
But a flag on the play back at the 27-yard line might bring this all back.
I don't know what the breakdown was in the coverage, though. You had about 2 or 3 Rams that broke free there on that run.
We'll see what the call is. I think it's going to be holding.
That's a
backbreaker right there because that was beautifully drawn up there by Coach Russell Hall and the Upper Sandusky Rams. You're right, Tommy. You brought that up. They're throwing to the wrong side of the field. They went down to the left sideline, and boy, Francis was all open, all by himself.
Again, the Warriors, they got about a minute to try to get out of this half.
Heilman, pressure.
Oh, and
hit and dropped. Owen Patrizzi coming from the backside to bring him down, along with Braxton Frisch. Big time stop by that Mohawk defense.
Second down.
Well, that's going to take him out of field goal range.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
What a hit by Patrizzi. Heilman never saw it coming. 4 receivers set, 30 seconds left here in the first half. Heilman, 2nd and 39, slings it right side, complete to Francis. Francis going to be brought down at the 40.
Oh, he didn't get out of bounds.
Patrizzi with the tackle.
They still have 1 timeout left. They'll use it here. 17.3 seconds left.
You get out of bounds, you get another shot down the side here.
Yep.
Then you could take your timeout and try to march your field goal unit out there.
That's a good point, Tommy. Let's take this timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore, and thank our sponsors who allow us to be here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Yeah, I know.
That frustrates me. I think he was out of bounds. I think you ain't going to get any home cooking, though.
We'd like to thank Cadet Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser-Tribune, Pioneer Seed by WEINANDY Seed Service, CLOUSE Construction, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, CLOUSE Electric, BASCOM Communications, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Warrior fans, it's 3rd and 23.
3rd and a mile. About the same distance it takes us to get home, probably. They need to get it to the 17-yard line to convert here. But 17.3 seconds left. Heilman looking to sling it. Rolls to his right. Looking. Gets rid of it down the field, and it's incomplete. 8.3 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be 4th down. Now, Tommy, what's the call here?
I think you had your shot at it. I think you congested too much of the middle field. You should have concentrated on the outs, towards the sidelines, tried to convert one more on the sideline, stop the clock, and try to boot one up. But
they're going to go for it here, keep the offense on the field.
It's 4th down.
I mean, why not?
4th down, 4 receivers set, 1 back in the backfield. And a timeout called by Mohawk Warriors coaching staff.
Mohawk.
As they saw what they saw with the offensive formation, they're going to make the adjustment on defense and make sure they don't give up any more points here before the halftime period.
Yeah, you can't take them into the locker room with you.
That's absolutely right. Let's take a look at some more scores from around the area, brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. Clyde leading Sandusky 14-7. Columbian on top of Bellevue 21-14. Perkins leading Norwalk 27-0. Gibsonburg leading Willard 48-7. Edison on top of Port Clinton 27-0. Calvert now leading Woodmore 21-14. Of course, you can find that over on the X stream. Seneca East all over Buckeye Central 36-0. Margaretta leading Lakota 14-0. Upper Sandusky right here over Mohawk 10-0. And we have Colonel Crawford and Cary tied at 7 apiece. There's your score updates from around the area, and we have another update from Barry Robinson, who's on top of it tonight. It's now 10-7, Cary over Colonel Crawford, almost halftime over there. I believe that's at Colonel Crawford tonight. And they get it away. It's complete. And a little sling to the right side of the field for Lewis. And that's going to be it for the first half. Creative play design there. But that'll do it for the first half. Your score, Upper Sandusky 10, Mohawk nothing. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria and our halftime marching band performance presented by Forte Music. That's all coming to you next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Hope and Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope and Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery and TIFFIN has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Up next, our One Direction halftime show was a tune from 2015 that hit the charts at number 3 in the U.S. and won the fan-voted Best Video Award in 2016. Let's turn things over to the Marching Ram Band for a reminder that nobody can drag me down. The album Midnight Memories brought us their final One Direction hit, this time from 2013, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard charts. This song was described as cheesy and predictable, but as far as the boy band pop anthem goes, Digital Sky says it comes dangerously close to fulfilling its title. Here's the Ram Band closing things out with Best Song Ever. Director Wyatt Price and Majorette Price Shayna Price. Please welcome to the field the Mohawk Marching Warriors. On multiple instruments and from multiple generations, we proudly welcome over 50 Marching Warrior alumni to join us on the field this homecoming evening. We open our show with one of the most famous rock singles of all time, released in 1957 by the king of rock and roll. We hope you enjoy Elvis Jailhouse Rock.
Summer Jam.
We continue our show with an arrangement by class of 2023 alum, Colton Hall. He'll be humming this catchy tune all night as we continue with Prince's Raspberry Parade.
Who's all that guy right now?
feature our alumni majorettes in this last number. This song is a staple of many bands across the country, and has been a favorite of many marching warriors over the years. We close with Wilson Pickett's Land of a Thousand Dances.
Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, BASCOM Communications has you covered. Since 1906, BASCOM Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. BASCOM Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at BASCOM Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, but you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery and Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here in Sycamore, Ohio, live here at Warrior Field, getting ready to start the second half as the Warriors trail the Rams 10-0 here on homecoming night. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you. We've got Greg the Wizard Kinn on the ones and twos, and we also have Austin Rodriguez on the main cam, as well as Eric Hall down on the sidelines here tonight. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Once again, this has been the halftime show brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria, and now it's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Looks like Tommy's favorite segment.
Tell us about the prophecies of Nostradamus, please.
Well, we're about 30 seconds away from getting the second half of football started, and Upper Sandusky is up 10-0 on the Mohawk Warriors. And the Mohawk Warriors, on 4 drives, they turned the ball over 3 times with 1 3-and-out, and they were lucky that this score is only at a 10-0 ball game. I think in the future here, you don't have to be Nostradamus to say, hey, if you can't capitalize off those turnovers, it's going to be a long night for you. But these Mohawk Warriors, they come out here in the second half, you get some things going, get some things rolling, get some momentum rolling your way, get some long, succinct drives, and try to get this one evened up. You're almost chasing a 2-score lead at this point with the way that this offense is so run-heavy. You ain't got all the time in the world, so if you're going to win this one, if you're the Mohawk Warriors, you got to make the most out of those drives and put some points on the board. I know it's cliche, but these Upper Sandusky Rams are giving you more than enough bites at the apple to stay in this one, as it should be a lot larger deficit to make up for these Warriors, as again, they've turned the ball over 3 times there in that first half, and we're at a 10-0 ball game.
Nice kick there by Vital Cheese. He kicks it out of the end zone for a touchback. But there are the prophecies of Nostradamus, as hopefully he's prophesizing our table not falling over during the broadcast here.
Like, it's fine as long as one of us has our chubby arms on top of
Yes.
it. And then we all
Yes.
pick our arms up and it goes.
It's a little top heavy, that's for sure.
Win $800. Text just came in. Jason Engel.
Well, after touchback, this drive will start from the 20-yard line, Nate, as the Warriors trying to chase this 10-point deficit.
Warriors take over at their own 20-yard line. Ben Bogner going to keep it off the right side on the quarterback keeper. And he's got it near the first down marker down at the 29-yard line. 9-yard gain on first down.
Now what's interesting, before we went to the half, these Mohawk Warriors on their last drive, they were stringing together a nice drive. They got across the 50, but then they started going to the pass game. They started to open up their playbook a little bit more, and it actually became a detriment as very quickly off 2 incomplete passes, they're facing a 4th down situation and ended up turning the ball over on downs. But now here, clean slate here in the second half as a handoff.
Caleb Bish breaks the tackle up to the second level as he's going to be brought down near the 43-yard line. Nice carry. Give him 14 on the carry, and that's a first down for the Warriors.
And if you're just joining us here on homecoming night from Warrior Field, do us a favor. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports live and paywall free. Like, subscribe, share this one. Tell them the second half is live and underway. As you see the National Machinery replay there, the handoff to Bish eats up some huge chunk yardage.
Bogner's going to keep it.
And more of the same here as Bogner, they're just taking advantage of that read option.
Yeah, and he's making the right read, Tommy. He's being pretty decisive about his reads. And that's what you have to do in that read option. You got to be decisive. You got to make quick decisions based on what the defense shows you.
Got to make quick decisions, and you got to make the right decisions.
That's right.
That's a lot to ask for, Greg. I'm used to making quick decisions, but not right decisions.
Yeah, that's why I'm not quarterback of any team right now. I won't want to be out there making quick, right decisions.
Bogner, once again. Oh, wow. Bounces off of multiple tackles. Brought down by Ethan Lewis, but not until he reaches Rams territory, down to the 38-yard line. And a Ram down on the field as Lucas Alsbach down on the field right now. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, BASCOM Communications has you covered. Since 1906, BASCOM Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. BASCOM Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at BASCOM Communications for more information.
Yep. Bogner on the keeper off the left side. That picks up about 6, but a flag flies in from the back.
Yeah, definitely say it's somewhere in the field realm of holding. Yep. And we talk about missed opportunities or drop passes.
That's what we said.
Nothing can also stall your drive faster than a hold penalty that brings you back after working so hard for them blue-collar yards off the run.
10-yard walk-off, replay.
So the ball will be marked at the 49-yard line after the penalty.
Yeah, those penalties, man, they're just big momentum killers right off the bat.
It's been backbreakers for this Warriors offense so far here today. They've had a few of them. Bogner in the shotgun. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and another penalty flies in.
Another good run, too.
And Bogner picks up about 13 on the carry, but this flag that flies in looks like it's probably going to go against the Warriors once again. This time coming from the side judge here. And it's called against the Warriors. So they're going the wrong way here, Tommy.
Against the Warriors, that'll be a 5-yard walk-off.
We'll take a look at the scores from around the area here. As local scores, game day updates brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. Right now, Columbian leading Bellevue 28-14. That game at halftime. Gibsonburg all over Willard 48-7. Cary leading Colonel Crawford 10-7 at halftime. You can find Calvert versus Woodmore on the X stream as the Senecas lead the Wildcats 28-21.
It's going back and forth there, huh?
Yeah. So a 1st and 25. Bogner back to pass. Looking. Steps up, delivers it down the field, and complete. Nice catch there by Mason Schimpf.
That's what you call being a senior.
That's right.
Did you see how long Bogner stayed composed in the pocket there?
I mean,
he stood tall and just kept looking for somebody to get open.
Yeah, anybody else, they'd be pressing the panic button long before he did.
And that's the thing, too, is even if you challenge Bogner out of the pocket and force him to roll out, that can pay as a detriment to you as a defense because this guy can cook you with his wheels. So, I mean, you kind of danged if you do, danged if you don't.
That's right. 2nd down and 16 at the 45-yard line. They have it inside Rams territory. Bogner looking to pass, rolling to the left, looking. Now he's going to take off, and he's hit, and he is driven backwards. Nice stop by that Rams defense.
I think he thought he saw some daylight there, and then it closed real quickly.
Yeah. Cale Vince in on the stop for the Rams.
Vince with the stop. 3rd down.
3rd down and long coming up. 1-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he had a nice sea of green field there to take off into, but
yeah,
that defense just collapsed real fast. I said, no, we're going to shut that down.
Just when I talked about his composure in the pocket, that time he took too long in the pocket.
Monroeville, 35-0 over Mapleton right now. That's crazy. They're just rolling. 3rd and long.
Run.
Bogner, back to pass. Looking, steps up, throws it down the right sideline, wide open at the 10-5, touchdown Mohawk. Andrew Woodland all by himself. 46-yard touchdown pass on 3rd and 17. Broken coverage by the Rams there, Tommy.
Well, three straight plays going to the well too often. That time they were able to find pay dirt and find an open man downfield. What a gamble on 3rd and 17. Again, that's one of those situations where you think, yeah, they'll probably just run it here, try to gain some of that back, and then punt it away and pin them deep. But nope, Eric Daniels with a huge gamble pays dividends here as now the Warriors finally get on the board. 10-6.
Boy, Bogner put that right on the money. And that one is up and no good.
Oh, really?
Patrizi, Zakirian, no good.
Huh. It looked low, but I thought, from my angle, I thought it went over, but guess
it was
not.
low.
I believe that was Magalinas on the kick.
And
for the extra point there.
You hate to see that because, you go out to the rest of this game, and if it comes down to a field goal, then you're going to lose by 1 point.
Yeah.
You hate to see these missed extra points at the high school level.
Well, you can't make an extra point. Why put your faith in a field goal?
I'm just saying, you never know.
Making up points, whether it's a little or a lot, that can be all the difference. Because now, again, it's still a true one-possession ball game at that point, Nate.
I'm not sure, Tommy, was that ball tipped at the line? Because it was a low snap. The holder had to go down and dig it out, put that ball up.
It's just a lot, kind of. Then you get the wind picked up, blowing right at you at the same time. It's just a lot went wrong on that to where, 9 times out of 10, that's a gimme.
Not many gimmies in high school football when it comes to the special teams units. But yeah, you're right. That should be a gimme. The extra point should be, hey, we practice that, we knock it through.
We're just saying, we're spoiled by watching, professional football and stuff.
Yeah.
It absolutely is a gimme. It's like you get paid the big bucks, not those through.
I watch more Division 6 and Division 7 high school football than anybody.
And then you ain't seeing good kickers that are giving you.
Fielded at the 20-yard line. And Rams bring it back to the 35. As on the return
Baldwin
is
stop, number 26, Hayden Patrizi.
Ezekiel Baldwin.
That's one Baldwin I hadn't heard of.
let's check in with Eric Hall down on the sidelines here after that big play for the Warriors. So that atmosphere had to pick up down there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's been an entirely different atmosphere since they came out from halftime, and that drive is helping them pick up this intensity. And the coach is preaching right now that this is a huge drive for them on defense to make a stop.
Absolutely, this is huge. They've got to come up with a stop here on this drive. Thanks a lot, Eric. Appreciate the insight. We'll keep sending it down to you throughout the second half here, as this one, a tight ball game here at Warrior Field in Sycamore.
Yeah, if you can get a stop here on defense, you start swinging that momentum all the way in your favor.
The Warriors got to stop right at the line on first down after the handoff to Lewis went for naught.
Against the Rams.
False start.
Now
against Upper Sandusky.
Second down.
So that'll move the ball backwards. 2nd and 15 coming up. Heilman slings it left side for Martinez, complete, follows his blockers. And he's got it up to about the 43-yard line, but another flag flies in. I tell you, this referee down here on the side, he don't like hugging.
Flag on the play.
He's not a hugger.
Holding against the Rams.
Such a tough play for a wide receiver to make in space, Tommy. Having to come down and block a defensive back who's trying to make the play. It's just so much harder than it looks, you know?
If I'm an offensive play caller, I'm just ripping up my play calling sheet, because both these teams tonight, so many times they're starting off behind the 8 ball, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 17. Like, these penalty yardage to start these drives, they continue to kill you at points, but these Upper Sandusky Rams and the Mohawk Warriors, they've been able to persevere and be able to convert on some down and distance situations so far in this one.
Heilman slings it left side, complete. That's Francis on the reception, and he's out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
Complete to Francis.
It's almost like they went with the same type of play there. Like the receiver came out and said, look, I can block you, watch me. And kind of showed them off to the side. Maybe proving a point there.
Warrior fans.
The Rams facing a 3rd and long here.
Hey, facing a 3rd and long here, when had you not had the penalties, you're talking about an 11-yard pickup there.
Yeah. The Warriors took the opening possession and drove the length of the field. Now Heilman looking to pass, steps up into the pocket, and he's dropped. Big time stop by that Mohawk defense as Elias Magallanes in on the stop.
You know, Tommy talked about them taking advantage of turnovers. Well, right there, they took advantage of some penalties, kept pushing the Rams backwards. And
Absolutely, Greg. When you're on defense and the offense is having those mental miscues and they're facing the down and distance situation, it limits your playbook, but also you can also pin your ears back a little bit and cause that pressure, because hey, the chances of you converting or making up that yardage just off a regular play as it is hard enough, but you turn the burners up on that dancing chicken, guess what? You ain't getting no chicken.
You ain't getting no chicken. Heilman gets the punt away. That one's a nice punt inside the 30-yard line. It goes out of bounds at the 28.
Heilman punt carries out of bounds.
Impressive punt there by Heilman. That'll flip the field for the Rams, and the Warriors will take over at their own 28-yard line. But you know, Tommy, Warriors took that first possession, drove the length of the field, got that touchdown on 3rd and 17, 46-yard touchdown pass. But now they get the ball right back after a 3 and out by that Rams offense. Now what can the Warriors do here?
Gotta keep cooking. Gotta keep cooking with the momentum you got. You roll with it here.
Mohawk comes out in a 3 wide receiver set. Bogner, handoff to Caleb Bish. And Bish carries it forward to about the 32-yard line.
In on the stop.
Oh, Caden Bish.
You said Caleb there.
And as you get midway through the third quarter, this is where that challenge really starts to take its toll. You start having to dig down deep. These drives get a little bit longer. You get a little more tired. you start emptying the tank a little bit more. It's about who's going to be able to play that full 48 minutes here.
Bogner looking to pass, looking down the middle of the field. He's got a man at the 30, and he's brought down inside the 30. What a reception by Mason Schimpf.
With the tackle, Mauser has a 1st and 10 for Mohawk.
Parker Mauser on the tackle for the Rams. Probably saved a touchdown there, Tommy. Bogner saw single coverage down the field, just torch that defense there with that throw. Right on the money to Schimpf.
Yeah, you couldn't have thrown that one any better.
Ben Bogner working without his top 2 targets this week. No Kane Heyman, no Caleb Bish. Mason Schimpf stepping up for the Warriors here tonight as Bogner keeps it off the right side, and he's brought down.
Tries to make the second effort there. Follows Bish out as the blocking back on the edge, but just these Rams read it early.
So far, I like the second half that the Warriors are coming out with this nice little run it, and these nice, just out of nowhere, bomb passes downfield. Bogner's doing a great job with his reads and his passes.
That's what
Second
it does.
and long.
It off-kilters the defense for sure.
Well, power set here. 3 backs in the backfield. Quick pitch.
Nice.
As Patrizzi on the carry breaks a tackle. And he's down inside the 20 to the 15. They'll actually mark him at the 17-yard line. Owen Patrizzi.
And Patrizzi, what a cut and run on that one, Greg, if we can get a replay.
3rd down.
As Patrizzi here, he's not waiting until tomorrow night for homecoming. Puts a dance move right there, whoop, comes out, gives a little shimmy.
Look at that center of gravity, being able to maintain his balance.
As he's brought down inside the Benchwarmers red zone.
Another carry for Patrizzi, this time through the middle of the defense as he's got it down to the 13-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Warriors.
That's kind of too wide of a pitch out to try to turn it up back inside the A-gap there, Nate.
That's right. 1st down's brought to you by BASCOM Communications. As the Warriors move it inside the Benchwarmers red zone. Bogner handoff to Patrizzi. Stood up at the 10 and driven backwards right at the 10-yard line.
I like this power set. They just keep coming out here and they're just running it down your throat.
That's what that power set's designed to do for you, Greg, as well. It gives you a different look. Now you now as you get up on towards the goal line and you start to get in the scoring position, now you go back to what your bread and butter is.
This is old school Mohawk right here. This is old school Mohawk offense, harkening back to the Brent Conkle days right here, Tommy.
Yeah, just need a couple yards each play.
Shift by the defense.
Oh, ball on the ground.
Phew, I think he got back on it. I think he got back on again.
And Patrizzi able to jump on top of it.
Covered by Patrizzi.
Great awareness there. That could have been a disaster.
3rd down.
Just another mishap for the Warriors. Moves the ball back a yard. 3rd down and 8 coming up. They can still get the 1st down without without getting the touchdown here.
Now they go back in the formation, which I thought they should have just called on the previous play. But we'll see if they can now convert here. 3rd and 8.
Bogner rolling to his left, steps up, now rolls to the right. Looking.
Got nowhere
and
to
he's
go.
just got to run it out of bounds. Takes it out at the 15-yard line.
Patrizzi had a guy follow him in the front, and a guy shadow him over top, and it's just you can't attempt that throw.
Actually, they'll mark him out at the 11. So
Warrior fans.
that's not too bad. They stay in field goal range, but this isn't field goal time, Tommy. You got to get 6. You really do. You need 6 right here.
Yeah, if you got that extra point, we could be talking about a different situation.
Yeah, the field goal really does you no good, and you couldn't get the extra point earlier, so why even risk it? 4th and 9, ball at the 11. Bogner back to pass, pressure by the Rams. Bogner rolls to the left, looking, now gets rid of it into the end zone. He's got a man in the right corner, but it's off his hands, incomplete. Mason Schimpf, the intended receiver, but nice coverage down the field.
That's the turnover.
As Parker Mauser on the coverage, along with Brody Cox over there.
Just going for it all there on 4th down. being chased around out of the pocket. He has nowhere to go, so he just heaves it up.
And he put it right where it needed to be, but, nice play in coverage there by Mauser.
Yeah, I can't believe he even aimed that pass while moving around like that.
Right?
That good. Like, with the nice lob, dropping it right where it needed to be. That's impressive.
The Warriors turn it over on downs. The Rams take over at their own 12-yard line. 1:36 left to play here in the third quarter.
The Warriors, they were just knocking on the door with a chance
to win $800.
You need your defense here to keep riding this momentum, keep being strong.
Thank you.
You can play
to
field position here. Don't let them get any yards, and you still got
Construction.
good field position. You get the ball back.
Heilman, handoff, up the middle. And a short gain there as number 12, the ball carrier, that's Caden Vogel on the carry for the Rams. Second down and 7 coming up here. Hey, folks, did you catch the Heart of Ohio Sports Observer earlier today? Josh sent that to me at 9 o'clock last night. I said, it's too late. With algorithms and everything the way it works, we can't post it that late, so had to wait till the morning to post it. But hey, folks, there's plenty of content in there every week. The Heart of Ohio Sports Observer by Josh Morgret, as well as Kyle Holsinger with his top 10 games of the week every week right here on heartofohiosports.com. And a delay of game is going to go against the Rams here.
Dead ball delay of game against the Rams.
And that's a costly penalty, Tommy, there, right? That's, I mean, you just got the big play on defense, got the turnover on downs. You come out, you pick up 3 positive yards on first down, and you can't get the second play in.
Yeah, and that just speaks to how the second half has played out for the Rams as they're continuing these mental miscues, making up yards, and these Warriors, the way they're playing defensively, they're you're going to have to earn every single yard. And this one is another stop in the backfield.
Big hit from Owen Patrizi. And a flag flies in at the end of the play.
Wow.
I don't think they liked what was said after the fact.
I don't think it was.
As Patrizi was pretty pumped up about the hit. He just popped up and was fired up.
I can't hear it, but I don't think it looked that egregious or anything.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
Ouch. That one hurts.
I mean, come on, man. There's taunting, and then there's just being excited that you made a great
That's
play.
what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know.
Like I said, though,
You're not excited to get. You're not allowed to get excited when you make a big play anymore, Greg. You're supposed to just get up and act like you've been there before, right?
What if I haven't been there before?
Well, you're supposed to act like it.
The result of that penalty is 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Wow. We got to get these kids ready for the No Fun League.
Oh,
so
my goodness. What is just a complete shift there.
I know. That's a backbreaker.
Yeah, you get punished for making a play. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Gonna just let this one run out.
Yeah, that should be the last play of the first half, or the third quarter, I should say. That's going to do it for the third quarter.
It's a close one.
The Rams on top of the Warriors as we head to the fourth quarter of action. It's 10-6 Upper Sandusky. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall. When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here in Sycamore, Ohio, live from Warrior Field. Rams lead the Warriors 10-6 as we start the fourth quarter. Upper Sandusky has possession on their own 27-yard line. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall, Greg Kinn on the call with you.
Say possession and a fresh set of downs after that big penalty that's called there.
Huge. We'll check in with our sideline reporter Eric Hall here in just a minute. 1st and 10. Little trickery here by the Rams, but I'll tell you what, that Warriors defense was not having any of it.
No.
All over it. As big number 52, Logan Heminger.
With a nice tackle.
He's been all over the place in the backfield tonight.
He saw them toss that ball around. He said, "That's cute. Come here."
Right?
Snuffed that one out immediately.
Yeah, Heminger's made some very impressive plays here tonight for the Warriors. One of the leaders on this team.
Rams were able to get one.
Hand off to Lewis. Hit in the backfield.
Wow.
What a play back there.
And he'll lose 3.
Once again,
I mean,
big 52, Logan Heminger.
I will say, though, thank goodness that there was more Warriors there because he did actually bounce off that first hit in the backfield, which was impressive.
Well, Greg, he didn't hit the guy. He ran his blocker into him. I don't even think he tried to tag. He was just running his blocker into
I
him.
don't even know if I got that one on replay. Now check.
I mean, watch. Look at him stand this kid up and just run him right into the. Right into
yeah, number 50's just trying with everything he's got to block him there.
Heilman slings it right side.
Nice
Nice pitch and catch between Heilman and Heilman. I don't want to assume that they're brothers or anything. We can't do that. They're probably not. They're probably cousins or not even. They might not even be related.
I'm pretty sure they're brothers.
We did that last year with Willard and
Justin and Josh.
Oh, not the Jays. People name the kids all the same first name, like first letter.
Remember when everybody got upset with us because we called the Robinson kids brothers for Willard, even though they like literally look exactly the same almost?
I mean, everybody on the team's
telling you, give him a chance.
Put it
Throw
up.
Put it up where only he can get
he looks
it.
like he can snatch anything that comes
6'3", yeah, big frame. Ooh, Warriors show blitz, but they do not jump there. Looks like they're bringing some pressure off the edge here.
Got those receivers stacked out there.
Trips bunch on the left side. They sling it left side. That's Francis on the reception. Follows his blockers and picks up about 5 on first down.
That's a beautiful quick out. Well designed, executed perfectly. Happens before what a defense knows is happening, and you're able to get a quick 5 yards.
Talk about these Rams. They played Seneca East really tough last week. As that one came down to the wire. Just a one-score game between those two teams.
Well, Coach Daniel said on Tuesday that he expected this one to be a one-score game.
That's exactly what he said.
So far, it's ringing true.
Heilman slings it over the middle, incomplete, intended for Caleb Francis.
Pass intended for Francis is incomplete.
And if you're Ben Bogner down there, in some instances, trust your instinct. He thought about coming down for that, then backed off and played the coverage in the zone. Man, that was he saw that ball went exactly where he was going to hawk it. Incomplete for the Rams, facing a 3rd and 5 now.
3rd down and 5.
Big 3rd down here.
Heilman looking to throw it. Steps up into the pocket. Dropped behind the line. Big time stop by the Mohawk defense.
Now nobody celebrate.
Heilman tackled for a loss by that defensive line.
I saw Garrett Reinhardt in there on the stop.
It's 4th down.
I talked about that Upper Sandusky Seneca East game. That was actually 2 weeks ago. That's how quick the season goes. 2 weeks ago, they played a 14-7 game as the Tigers come away with a victory 2 weeks ago against these Rams. But I tell you, this Upper Sandusky team.
I like this call, though. Chance to pin them deep.
Heilman, deep punt. And it's off the return man's hands, and the Rams recover. The Rams recover at the 10-yard line.
Recover the ball.
Ezekiel Baldwin down there to recover it for the Rams. And that's going to set them up with Beautiful field position.
What a
I tell you,
disaster.
though, the height on that punt gets lost up in the Friday night lights. And when you're looking and searching for that, the return man heard the footsteps. What a tremendous job there. Ezekiel Baldwin came up with that one to give the Rams another chance, and now a shot over.
Wow. Just
by Hellman.
Just outside of the
Hellman there in the back of the end zone, falls incomplete. And the Rams trying to take advantage
They're trying to strike
of
quickly
this
there.
gifted possession as the Mohawk Warriors defense held strong at midfield, forced the punt on 4th down.
Case for the camera.
Oh, we got a bunch of whistles down here.
Well, the Rams with a chance, but all but walk it in here. As man, they got the ball on the 10-yard line. They're set up sweet right there in the Benchwarmers red zone.
2nd down and goal at the 10-yard line. Heilman, handoff, Lewis, right side, now cuts back inside, and we got a flag that flies in from the back judge here.
With the carry, flag on the play.
I guess it's going to be hold against the Rams.
Holding against the Rams.
And that'll back him up. Now, Tommy, you're still in field goal range to a point. You don't want to get too many more of those.
Well, you get the turnover inside the red zone, and these Rams, they're about the only team I know that can lose yards to start with that.
Still 2nd down.
Gifted field position. But like I said, on the road, you're not going to get those same calls that you're going to get at home.
No, not at all.
These Rams trying to march now in the Benchwarmers red zone, ball from the 20-yard line.
Heilman out to the right for Francis, and that is blown up. Mason Schimpf.
Read that perfectly.
Actually, Andrew Woodland on the stop. I just saw the 4. I didn't see the 2. And wow.
He gets about
What a
3
hit.
on the play, but he's hit as soon as he catches it.
3rd down for the Rams.
Yeah, it was a nice design play there. Tried to get him on the out in the flat there, but that defense just ran right up and said no.
Yeah, they were all over it.
Started this drive from the 10-yard line.
Gifted this field position
to you in the red zone.
Heilman looking to throw it. Throws it left side, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Martinez in the front corner of the end zone there.
Martinez came back for it. I thought that one was dead.
Here comes Vital Cheese. Now, Tommy, I remember talking to you about this in the first half. His long on the season is 47 yards. He's 3 for 4. He's already made one tonight. This is well within his range here.
Well, the freshman foot is marched out there for the Rams again to try to tack on to this lead.
You got to fight against the wind here.
Vital Cheese.
Wind in his face. The kick is up, and the field goal is wide right. No good. Had the distance, but just off to the right. And the Warriors dodge a bullet there after the muffed punt at the 10-yard line. Does not end up coming back to bite them.
No points at all. Like
that defense stood tall.
Yeah, you can take a nice deep breath and a whew after that one, because how they got the ball at the 10-yard line and didn't get any points out of that is beyond me.
And once again, the penalties still for both teams really kind of taking the air out of the sails of some of these drives.
Yeah. Well, Vital Cheese misses that field goal. Turned the ball over. The freshman.
Bogner in the shotgun. They bring a man in motion. Wing back on the left side. Bogner fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line.
Bogner was the keeper.
No gain on the play. Well, actually, they'll say a couple yards.
You know, I draw on about the
Mauser in on the tackle.
how many times you're going to get a chance to have those bites at the apple. The Mohawk Warriors defense comes up big, prevents the Rams from putting more points on the board. But, man, Bogner and company, they got to make something happen on this drive.
Yeah.
Those
This is
opportunities are starting
pivotal.
to.
Yeah, we're already under 7 minutes here.
Oh, wow. That time is just really, it's moving.
As I said, time is not your friend.
Bogner slings it right. Incomplete. Mason Shimp, the intended receiver there.
Now that's going to create another down and third and long situation.
3rd and 10 coming up here for the Warriors with the ball at the 20-yard line.
See a comment from Barry Robinson here. Kerry and Colonel Crawford in a nice battle there. 13-10 ball game, 7 minutes left.
Wow.
Well,
After this,
that's a rivalry game there. Those two teams couldn't warm up to each other if they were cremated together.
3rd and long. 3 receivers set. Bogner in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolls to his left.
You just need 7 here, guys.
Looking. And the pressure brings him down in the backfield. Big time stop by that Rams defense as Cale Vince once again in on the stop for the Rams.
Cale Vince.
Boy, he has been a monster here tonight, Tommy.
Caden Vogel all getting in on that one.
That was a huge sack by that Rams defense. Now with 6:16 left to play, both teams still have 3 timeouts left, so you'd figure Mohawk's probably going to punt this one away. They will. Bogner back deep to punt, his heel at the 1-yard line.
Not the rugby kick.
And a flag flies in. That's going to be an illegal procedure against the Warriors. That'll back them up even more. So instead of at the 14, that'll move them to the 9-yard line.
Against the Warriors. 5-yard penalty.
So now Josh Heilman back deep to return for the Rams. Will be licking his chops somewhere right around the 50-yard line. Actually, he'll set up at about the 45, maybe the 40.
Yeah, you gotta love getting a kick on your side of the field, receiving it.
Yeah.
These drives, man, I tell you, this is just some bowling shoe ugly football.
A lot of penalties here tonight by both teams. But the Warriors just haven't been able to capitalize on any opportunities here tonight. Bogner gets this one away. Deep, booming punt. Boy, that is a beautiful punt by Ben Bogner.
Takes a nice, friendly Warrior roll all the way around the 33-yard line.
He sent that one from his end zone to the other 33-yard line.
See, Greg, special teams in youth football does pay off because he was our punter for the Eagles, and that was the last year they had special teams in youth football. And boy, let me tell you, that paid off right there. I'm just joking.
You never know, Nate.
Oh, man, what a punt by Bogner to set the Rams up all the way back at their own 34-yard line. He punted that ball from his own 1-yard line, Tommy.
Yeah, and they flipped the field. Now you get a stop here. It makes that situation a little more manageable, but easier said than done as you got to face this Rams offense who's been a little quiet here in the second half, really looking to get underway.
Yeah, Heilman fakes the handoff, slings it to the left. Defense is right there to make the play.
I'll say they're really good at eating up clock, though, too, so you got to watch it here.
Brody Cox, the receiver, no gain on the play. We'll check in with our sideline reporter, Eric Hall. Eric, man, tough break for that Warriors team right now. So what's everybody like down there right now?
It's a roller coaster down here. It gets real loud at times, even including the crowd, and then the Upper Sandusky will just take the wind out of their sails.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of penalties. How's the coaching staff treating these situations down there?
He's handling it better than I expected.
Better than I would.
Yeah, he's been quiet, so I'm kind of waiting for the blow up.
Hasn't thrown any clipboards yet or anything?
No clipboards being thrown, no.
Nope, it's that calm before the storm right now.
That's right. This penalty goes against the Rams.
Another penalty, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is first down, you weren't able to get anything going. You face that second down, but now the penalty puts you behind the 8 ball even further once again on a drive. 2nd and 15 for the Rams. We just want to see some offense, fellas.
That's right. 2nd down and 15. Pistol formation. Now Heilman settles into the receiver slot. And now Lewis is going to take it on a wildcat look, and the defense says, ha ha, you ain't fooling us with none of that. Braxton Frisch all over it in the backfield.
Lewis.
He is just, he might as well just set up a chair back there.
Jeez.
Getting comfortable.
Buy a piece of land.
Yeah, buy a piece of land.
Get himself a cot.
Yeah.
We still need to get one of those for the studio, right, Tommy? Get you a cot.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this again. Just instantly snuffed out. Look at that.
Warrior fans, it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's huge. Carry on top of Colonel Crawford, 10-7. Oh! Heilman slings it down the left sideline. Oh! No, Martinez gets his hands under it. What a catch! What a catch by Max Martinez!
Wow. You've been waiting for that all game.
What a play by the Rams.
The air just went out of this place.
Oh, man.
Big first down there, and they can just continue to eat that clock up.
Did we get that one? Oh, look at this. No, that was the last play.
I think it's
there we
right
go.
after this,
Sometimes our replay system captures too long. Yeah.
Here we go.
Look at this.
Unreal.
Oh, what a catch by Martinez.
What was it?
Timeout on the field by Upper Sandusky.
And the Rams take a timeout with 3:30 to play here in the ball game. We'll keep it right here. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Timeout presented by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser-Tribune, Pioneer Seed by WEINANDY Seed Service, CLOUSE Construction, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, CLOUSE Electric, BASCOM Communications, and the Edward Jones Offices of TIFFIN. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Playoff time coming up, folks. Just 2 weeks left in the regular season here for high school football. Get on board with the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or you can just find our contact form on our website, heartofohiosports.com. 1st and 10, Lewis slings it right side, complete to Francis. Francis is going to be cut down in the backfield. A little trickery there by the Rams.
Pass is complete.
But a timeout called on the field.
Tackle by Woodley.
As Francis
Looks like he hurt his leg, maybe.
will be cramping up after that one.
On the field.
We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Let's take a look around the area at some of our scores, brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. Clyde leading Sandusky 14-13 in the 4th quarter. Columbian on top of Bellevue 28-15. That's in the 3rd quarter. Fremont Ross leading Southview 26-21. Calvert over Woodmore 31-21 at halftime. Cameron Lucius knocks through a 45-yard field goal right before halftime to put the Senecas on top by 10. Edison leading Port Clinton 41-7. Perkins on top of Norwalk 42-0, coming off that bounce back loss, coming off that big loss against Edison last week. Now Seneca East on top of Buckeye Central 56-21. Upper Sandusky over Mohawk right here 10-6, and of course Carey over Colonel Crawford now 19-10 with 3 minutes left. Thanks for the update on that one, Barry Robinson. And that'd be a big win for the Blue Devils right there, keeping them in contention for the N10. Second and 10. Actually, 2nd and 11. Pistol set. Heilman. Hand off to Lewis. Off the right side. Breaks a tackle to the 40. 35. He is into the open. To the 20. And down the sideline. Out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Lewis with the
Big run from Ethan Lewis, out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Give him 34 yards on that big run. And boy, I tell you what, the Rams knocking on the door here inside the Benchwarmers red zone. Another first down brought to you by BASCOM Communications.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating if you're the Mohawk Warriors, as a couple of times in this game you've had the Rams dead to rights, and the Rams just continuously bring paddles out to the drive that you thought was dead.
Oh, Lewis tripped up by the turf monster in the backfield.
With the carry.
A timeout called by Mohawk.
Timeout, Mohawk.
The Warriors got to stand tall here, Tommy. They can give up a field goal, keep this a one-possession game. They just cannot let the Rams into the end zone here. They have got to stand tall with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, you let them score here, there's just not enough time to try to come out and work your magic and get 2 scores.
We talked about keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, and I thought, this Warriors team had to take advantage of time of possession. They had to win that tonight in order to win this game. And tonight, it's been all Rams on that side of the ball. The Rams have really controlled the ball, controlled the offensive possessions. Here in the second half, especially in the third quarter, the Warriors did a really good job of kind of switching that momentum in their favor. But now the Rams here in this fourth quarter, they've really kind of taken off and run with this one.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down on who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. And in this one, thus far in the second half, these Upper Sandusky Rams, they've made the least amount of mistakes, and they're trying to capitalize. But again, just like here on homecoming night, just like Greggy looking for one of his homecoming dates, whoever wins this one, it's not going to be pretty.
It's still a win, though.
Oh, as he stopped right in the back on second down. Another down that gained no yards, Nate.
That one actually went backwards. They lose 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Sets them up with a third down and long. Now, the more you move them back, the more you move them out of field goal range, Tommy.
Absolutely, absolutely, good sir. 3rd and 11. On this third down situation, you have no choice but to pin your ears back again. I know that's an obvious call, but man, your defense kept you in this one. Put it on your defense, try to come up with something for you.
That's right. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's thank our sponsors one more time for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser-Tribune, Pioneer Seed by WEINANDY Seed Service, CLOUSE Construction, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, CLOUSE Electric, BASCOM Communications, and the Edward Jones offices of TIFFIN. Third down and 13 coming up.
And as you get a chance to think it over, I'm not so sure this isn't 4 down territory.
Lewis on the carry, and he's going to be stood up and dropped by the defense. Right at about the 13, maybe the 12-yard line.
You think they were trying to set up a run there for a better kicking spot? Or?
Now, Vital Cheese,
I just don't know. Again, I just
already missed one, but he has made one here tonight.
I'd rather risk trying to convert here, because even if you win by 1 or a lot, you're still going to win.
That's right.
I don't feel like with 2 minutes left in the game that Mohawk's going to be able to march downfield on you if you're able to get a turnover here. The Upper Sandusky Rams, I think this is 4 down territory. You try to convert, make the clock a factor. Take Mohawk out of this one, go home, get out of here with a 10-6 win.
That's a good point, Tommy. Because you're right. Regardless of whether they make the field goal or not, it's still a 4-point ball game. They still got to go down and get a touchdown.
Yeah, they've already got enough. Upper Sandusky already has enough points to win this game. They don't need more points. They just have to keep Mohawk from getting any more.
Yeah,
that's right.
And again, you're looking at
they're in the driver's seat right now.
You're looking at a situation where, again, there's not too many calls that you can make here that's not hateful, but in my estimation, I'm treating this like this is 4 down territory. I'm looking to move the chains.
Boy, that scoreboard is really crispy. Have you noticed they made some improvements?
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
That was CLOUSE Construction that did that over there. CLOUSE Electric installed all the electricity. CLOUSE Construction helped with the...
known that. how nice it is, how well done it is.
That's absolutely right.
Kick the field goal.
Klaus Construction also helped with the new play clocks down here. Beautiful
Yeah,
facilities.
you're right, Tommy. They're bringing out the field goal kick.
Vital Cheese on to kick it. Left-footed kicker. It's up, and it is good. He knocks it through from 30 yards out.
That thing just spun and spun and spun and barely arched right over that.
So now you kick off from the tee, you risk the return, you risk a good field position to start the drive.
That's a good point. That's absolutely a great point, Tommy.
That's common sense. I'm baffled here.
I get what you're saying, Tommy. If they go for it down there and they turn it over.
I get it. Take the point. Because now you got to rely on a 2-point conversion to win, even if you go downfield. So, I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight.
Let's get you updated on some more scores from around the area, brought to you by Klaus Construction. Columbian still leading Bellevue 28-14 in the fourth quarter. Clyde on top of Sandusky 14-13. That's in the fourth. Calvert now leading Woodmore 38-21 in the third quarter. You can find that game over on the X stream. Margaretta all over Lakota 35-0. Carey on top of Colonel Crawford 19-10. That's in the fourth quarter. Carey with the interception, take over on the Colonel Crawford 35 with under 2 minutes left. Thanks for the update on that one, Barry Robinson. Seneca East on top of Buckeye Central 56-21. Edison leading Port Clinton 41-7, and Monroeville all over Mapleton 49-0. That's a final. The Eagles 8-0 on the season. Monroeville.
Oh, the Eagles 8, all right.
Mm-hmm.
They've been tearing it up all season.
I got my favorite player.
The Warriors, Patrice against Schiff kicking off. Vital Cheese.
Vital Cheese, he's been the difference.
Phone's about to die.
Let's see what they can do here.
On the return, trying to find some blocking.
You need to turn on the Jets.
Bish on the return lowers his shoulder and delivers the blow at the end of the kick.
Extracurriculars on the sideline, though. There's a flag thrown.
Boy, they are quick to throw those flags, man. Are you not allowed to celebrate when they make a big play?
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's against.
Oh, it's against. Oh, I was going to say, how is that against them?
It's just one of those things that, like we said before, we're not the refs, we're not on the field, so there's a big old pile of guys down there. You don't know what happened exactly, but obviously Upper Sandusky not really being too kind there on that.
Tommy, that is a costly penalty. If it's against the Rams,
personal foul against Upper Sandusky.
You're talking about now moving the ball to the 35, 36-yard line. That's where Mohawk takes over with 1:57 left. Now, they don't have any timeouts left, but Tommy, that's plenty of time to move that ball down the field.
Exactly what Tommy talked about. The risk of giving them great field position with minimal time left here.
On the return especially, yeah.
And you're not up by a huge lead, so
they don't call him Nostradamus for nothing.
Well, the field goal, that gives you the breathing room. That's the big thing. If Vital Cheese missed that, then they're running the coach out of town on a train. But here, these Warriors still got a lot of work to do.
Bogner going to step up into the pocket. Trying to find some running room as he's got it down near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 31.
You're running 2 minute here.
Yep, they got to be quick to the line. They got to be quick.
Again, you can run your offense if you're on this side of the field, but once you're past midfield, go in the hurry up. Try to get down in the red zone as fast as you can and then compose yourself. But Mohawk, they're out of timeouts here.
That's absolutely right. Bogner rolls to the right.
I thought they had
Steps up, hit and dropped. Big hit by Brody Cox. He drops him in the backfield, and now third down coming up, and the clock continues to roll. 1:18 left to play here, and the Warriors.
And that's faith in your defense. The Upper Sandusky Rams,
third down
they put it all on the defense to get it done, get a big stop there. But they ain't out of the woods yet.
Bogner rolls to the right, looking, slings it down the right sideline, incomplete. Intended for Andon Klaus. That one falls incomplete.
Another good pass there, and he just throws himself out there, puts the hands out there, and just can't get underneath that one. But, I'd say good pass on that because you got it up over all the defenders. You cannot risk the interception here at this point.
Here's the ball game, folks. 4th and 10 at the 36-yard line. What do you draw up here, Tommy?
Draw up something along the sideline. Make it the one-on-one matchup. That way they got to fight for it. You might get the call. You either get the reception or you get the call.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
another penalty against the Warriors. This one, false start, will back them up another 5.
Dead ball, illegal procedure against the Warriors.
It has just been
penalty.
Every time they get
miscue
momentum,
after miscue.
every time the momentum gets rolling, they just hit the brick wall. It's a yellow flag.
Just shooting themselves in the foot here tonight with these penalties.
I tell you, partner, I am just the kiss of death on the calls on the teams that we're covering this year.
Well, I already heard it from the guys in the press box. If they lose tonight, we can't come back for the next 2. We're not welcome next week. They said, this is the only 2 games they lost if that happens. But 4th and 15, that ain't going to happen here. Ben Bogner says, let me have something to say about this one. Over the middle, and it's caught! And they're going to say no!
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete!
Wow. It is ruled incomplete.
Wow. Andrew Woodland, the intended receiver. Oh, I thought he had it. Oh, that looked good. Let's take a look at the National Machinery replay here, folks.
4th and 15. Everything on the line. 48 seconds left. You see Bogner in the gun. He draws back. He runs up into the pocket. Throws off that front foot.
Oh, no, it wasn't there. Oh, you seen him at the end trying to bring it back in. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, you see the defender saying, ball touched the ground, it touched the ground. Oh my goodness, so close. So close, guys. Within inches of converting right there. But then again, even if you convert, you got 48 seconds. Everybody had to get up, run down there, set up. You'd have to spike the ball or something. It's not a guaranteed win, but man, that would have been beautiful.
Absolutely. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes.
I mean, this game, look at this game.
What a
so
game.
evenly matched. It's
What
ridiculous.
a ball game here tonight. Rams are going to take this one as they will move to 3-2 in conference play and hand the Warriors their first loss in the N10 on the season. As the Warriors fall to 6-2 overall and 4-1 in the N10. Heilman takes a knee. That's the last play.
What a game.
And the Upper Sandusky Rams even their record at 4-4 on the season. And they steal one on the road on homecoming night against the Warriors. And they say turnabout's fair game, Tommy. And last year, they took one on their home turf. They come over here and take one against the Warriors in Sycamore. What an impressive ball game here tonight. Your final score, Upper Sandusky 13, Mohawk 6. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back, we'll have the postgame show. Brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union and our player of the game. That's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope and Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope and Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery and Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Tommy?
Here we go.
All right, welcome back to Warrior Field. We're live here for the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall with you here. And we have our player of the game as coming through in the clutch for the Rams here today, Kobe Beidlecheese, freshman kicker, standing up here as our player of the game. Young man, what an outstanding performance today by the Rams. But man, walk us through what goes through your head in a clutch moment like that. I mean, you got to kick probably one of the most pressure-filled situations. You're on the road, and you got to come up with a big play to make a play. And what goes through your mind in a situation like that?
I mean, I don't know. I focus on the hold and where the wind is going, and normally I can make those, but my second field goal, I didn't make that one because I put too much into it.
Okay. But I tell you what, man, I looked at your stats coming into this one. I thought you'd be an X factor here tonight. When you lined up for your first field goal, we started talking about some of your stats from the season. You're pretty automatic, man. You're about as close to automatic as you can get. As a freshman, how did you come? You earned the job in training camp, and you've never looked back, man. Talk about just the composure that you play with. What does it mean to you to be a freshman starting kicker and to be able to deliver a win on the road here for your team?
It means a lot. My coaches trust me that I can make those field goals. And, yeah, it's all in trust.
Yeah, your teammates put you in the right position to be able to make those kicks. Now, obviously, the second one didn't go the way you wanted it to, but man, you had the leg on it. You had plenty of distance. I seen your long on the season is 47, but I mean, your kickoffs were really what set the tone today. Talk about just that element of your game. What goes through your mind when you kick the ball off? Are you trying to get that ball out of the end zone? Are you trying to get it away from the return man, trying to make sure that they don't have a chance to return the ball?
Yeah, they say kick by the pylon, so I kind of do that, which I did the last kickoff I had.
Just try to kick it right towards the pylon there?
Yeah.
That's a good strategy, man. Tommy, you got any questions?
Well, Mr. Vital Cheese, again, for those unfamiliar that haven't really put that helmet on before, strapped up, to go out there and be at the varsity level and play those varsity minutes in a big-time game as a freshman, I think that's one of those factors that really weigh more on why you're holding the winged eagle or winged cardinal here tonight. You changed the complexion of the game by having a cool and calm demeanor, putting the ball where it needed to be, and for the coaches to have a trust in a freshman like that, that just shows, young man, how much you're going to be able to build and continue to get better as your career progresses. So again, the way you're kicking right now, continue with that confidence, continue to be a playmaker and a leader on your team, because as a freshman, the ceiling is unlimited for you. As our player of the game, Kobe Vital Cheese, pivotal in putting the Mohawk Warriors out of reach in this one, 13-6, as Kobe Vital Cheese is your Heart of Ohio Sports player of the game.
So last week, you guys got a big win. The week before that, you played Seneca East tough, man. What was the mindset coming into this game in the locker room? What was the mentality? You're coming into a hostile environment against one of the hottest teams in Division 7. You talk about, I mean, pressure-packed situation, and you guys came in here and you just handled your business. What was the mentality? What was the theme this week in practice?
I mean, I'm not there all practice because I have soccer too, so
double duties. But no, what was the theme this week in practice?
I mean, I don't know. We really wanted this win.
Yeah,
and
you could tell it meant a lot to you guys. You put a lot into this one. Excellent effort here tonight. Great job. Great ball game by the Rams. Be able to come in here in a hostile environment, steal a road win on homecoming night. Boy, that bus ride back to Upper is going to be pretty sweet. You guys are going to be rocking.
Oh, yeah.
All right, young man. Well, we have a shirt for you, courtesy of STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Once again, our player of the game, Kobe Vital Cheese, 2 for 3 on field goals tonight, had an extra point. And I tell you, his points were the difference tonight. 7 points for Vital Cheese, and the Rams win by 7 here tonight over the Mohawk Warriors.
I like that. Coach Hall plucks one off the soccer field, says, hey, I'm going to keep this in my back pocket. Whenever I need to put some points on the board, let's shout out Vital Cheese. That's a great weapon to have. We'll see how you guys continue this season. Any shout outs you want to give?
No, not really.
No family, no family shout outs.
I did this for me.
This is me. I get the credit.
But congratulations, young man. Kobe Vital Cheese, your Heart of Ohio Sports player of the game.
All right, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate your time tonight. Once again, outstanding effort and a big-time win tonight for your Upper Sandusky Rams.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up from Mohawk Warrior Field. Once again, your final 13-6, Upper Sandusky over Mohawk. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back to Warrior Field. Once again, your final score, 13-6, Upper Sandusky over the Rams. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall, and Greg Kinn with you here on the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All right, guys, we can have a lot of fun here on the postgame show, but they're wrapping things up. It's time to get wrapped up and out of here. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We want to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, STEINMETZ, Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care, Little Hugos, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser-Tribune, Pioneer Seed by WEINANDY Seed Service, CLOUSE Construction, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, CLOUSE Electric, BASCOM Communications, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, folks, there ain't much more that can be said about this one. The Rams come away with a big win tonight, 13-6 over the Warriors. And I tell you, This was a great atmosphere for football here, Tommy. I always love coming over here to Warrior Field. We'll be back here next week as these Warriors. This is going to be a tough matchup for them.
I thought we weren't welcome.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did tell us that they don't want us back if they lost this game. So luckily, the Extreme will be back next week. So it won't be us; it'll be them.
Well, to be fair, all the games to be fair, all the games that I've had the privilege to be on the call for the teams in our coverage area, they have not won.
I know.
They've lost.
You got the kiss of death,
every
man.
game. So
boo this man.
Boo.
So tune in the Adrenaline stream if you look for me to award more player of the games to teams outside our coverage area. As teams have not been treating me too well on our coverage. But man, it's hard to believe. Week 9 already getting underway as week 9 of the high school football season coming at you as we get ready for the postseason. It's right in front of us, man. We're
right
on the back
the
9, and it's been a ride thus far, and we can't thank you all enough for joining us on this ride. We want to make sure that you like and subscribe, share all of our socials. Again, subscribe. That's the biggest thing that we want out of you as we get ready for our postseason run. Don't forget, we still got 2 more weeks of all adrenaline-packed high school football in your area on your streaming choice for high school football, Heart of Ohio Sports, Nate.
That's right. 2 weeks, 4 games. That's all that's left, folks, for our broadcast season. But that's just the regular season. We're just getting started, folks. Playoffs are just around the corner, and if you want to get on board with the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports, there's plenty of room on that playoff sponsor list. Send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 567-207-5041, or just hit up heartofohiosports.com. There's a contact form on the website. Send us a message. Let us know, I want to get on board with Heart of Ohio Sports for the playoffs. You know what, guys? That's pretty much it. Upper Sandusky with a big win over the Warriors. 13-6 is your final score. That's going to do it for Eric Hall, Austin Rodriguez, Greg Kinn, and Tommy Hall. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Warrior Field. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great night, everybody.